Hello and welcome to a video. This is from Tuesday, October something. I don't really remember. I think it was the 8th, maybe 9th. I don't know. But yeah, here's just some little clips and then we'll get into the video and then there's another thing at the end. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to another day. I am at my job actually. But it's super slow, which I'm loving. I'm so loving it, and I'm in a gymnastics room, which is even more amazing. When I first got here, I actually did a little bit of meditation. Then I also did a bunch of stretching, and that felt great. And I've also been drinking tons of water. So yeah, it's retake day, so it's like super chill. And soon here I'll have a little break for lunch, which I'll maybe say more, because I do feel a bit weird filming whilst I'm here, but I do feel really good. But also I woke up extremely early, but somehow I feel good. And also yesterday was the day that I was feeling sick, and somehow, by some miracle, I actually feel pretty much totally better. And I still feel like a slight sickness, but not really. It's like it pretty much just went away. So I feel super grateful for that. But anyways, I'm actually journaling, and yeah, I'll say more maybe once I'm not in the gym. Once I have my break, I'll say more. But it feels really good to finally actually just like write things out, like here's my options, here's the things, the goods and bads about these different options. I'm also open to realizing that there's way more than just the options I'm writing. I'm talking about like what I'm gonna do next in life. And yeah, I'll tell you guys more in a bit, but it just feels really good to just kind of write it out and get it more organized, because I feel like in the past couple of videos I've just been like spouting off random things that are kind of chaotic feeling, whereas this, it's more like here's places I could move to, here's the goods and bads, here's the main themes, the main things in life that are currently really important to me, which is interesting to see. I also wrote down a whole list of things that I enjoy, just like whatever comes to mind. And then I also wrote down my future, because like in the future I am more clear now about what I'd like in the more later future, like, you know, in numerous years versus right now. So I guess just to share a teeny bit, my main things that I'm focused on right now is exercise. That's my top priority. Daily movement, get more toned, more muscular, feel more myself, and appreciate my health, especially since the past couple of years I've not been doing any exercise much. I know that once I get more fit again, I'm gonna feel so much more grateful and so much more, you know, as they say, like, whatever that quote is, like once you lose something, you feel so much more appreciative once you get it back, type of thing. Well, I already know that that's how I'm gonna feel once I'm like toned and muscular again. I feel like I kind of took it for granted when I was really fit, like a couple years ago, numerous years ago. And now that I'm been down the path of not being fit for my own relevance of that, now I know that once I get fit again, I'm going to be way more just grateful about it, you know. So and also, yeah, I want to see how fit I can get. Like, I'm only going to be this young this one time, you know. So I want to like just keep working out and just see how fit I can get. So that's my main focus currently. My other main focus is more involvement. So try new activities, and also seek and attend the things that interest me, you know, whatever it might be, like a painting class, a history class about Ireland or something, a class about fairies, or dancing, a static dance, like just a meditation meetup, you know. And I can travel different places to do these things, but specifically just get more involved and try out the different things that interest me, you know, whatever it might be. So that's my other main thing. And then the third main thing that I wrote is clean. So get rid of excess and get rid of the items that I don't really like, and keep my room clean and enjoyable, because I will say I feel so good when I have a clean space that just is full of good vibes, you know. 1 second. Okay, I must also say these kids are so sweet. Like, there's an open door over there, right there, so the kids will walk by, and it honestly just warms my heart as, like, when they walk by, they're like, hi, you know, just waving and stuff. Something so wonderful about children. Children are amazing. But yeah, so those are the main things I wrote down. This is just like my brief, you know, I'm just writing, like, these are just random things I'm doing, like I'm not following any prompt, but I am starting to read this book now. I'm only on page, whatever that is. I guess I haven't even started the actual page, I'm just reading the intro. But yeah, so far, I very much enjoy this book. Okay, anyways. And oh yeah, so then I wrote down like places to move, like if I want to move somewhere, and then I kind of wrote some stuff about it, which I kind of want to rewrite this so that's more organized. But yeah, Minneapolis, which I've already said, and I kind of wrote the goods and bads and whatever. I could stay where I'm currently at, and I wrote like the goods and bads, or like what I could do differently if I do stay, and go abroad, you know, go travel somewhere. And then I wrote down a whole list of things I enjoy. I guess I could read them off. I do feel a bit weird just like reading them off here. Oh yeah, and then my future, which I also wrote about. I feel like in the future, like, you know, in the next 10 years or something, to have my own place has a lot of space around it, like a cute cottage, like out in nature or something, but still nearby a community, you know, so that I can have, I don't know, I haven't really figured out all the details, but either way, my own place. Kittens, like take care of kittens that need taken care of, and just have cats outside. A garden, and like, yeah, a garden, I guess. A partner, preferably, well, I won't give all the details, but anyways, a loving, kind partner. Magicalness, which means like fires outside, looking at the stars, dancing, live music, lots of friends, doing cold plunges, you know, all the great stuff. Barefoot outside. Just like magical essence of life. I want that to be like the main thing. Oh, that reminds me, actually, after this I'll do a different practice that I just remembered. Anyways, also I'm talking about so this is still like the future that I'm speaking of. Okay, so online presence, so still making vlogs and inspiration, like inspiring stuff, and also posting like to Instagram as well and whatever. Also going on adventures, lots of love and travel, health as a main thing, maybe children, maybe. Healthy, vital, vibrant lifestyle, full of gratitude, fit as a fiddle. Speak/promote the things I feel are important, you know, whatever topics, you know, like nature and preserving nature and presence and the things that I find to be important. Like I want to be like a spokesperson for those things, or, you know, just promote those things. So that's like in the future. I mean, I can obviously do a lot of these things now as well. But anyway, so that reminds me, I'm gonna do the practice of writing down all the different things that I want, you know, my desires in life, whether now or in the future. And then on the other side, write the essence of it. So that will be my next activity that I'll do. And yeah, maybe later on, once I'm on my break, I will read off some of the things I wrote down of the things that I enjoy. And I'll keep you guys informed as far as this book as well. As I said, clearly I'm just in the beginning, but I have a feeling that it's going to be very insightful and good. I mean, yeah, so far I already underlined some things, like this one person, she had everything she wanted, but that made her quote-unquote successful, but yet she was profoundly unhappy. And then this one says, in the United States, only 27% of college grads end up in careers related to their majors. And oh yeah, I mean, this is just, I don't believe this anyways, but some people have a belief that college represents the best years of your life before a life of hard work and boredom. So yeah, I didn't really have a good time in college, or yeah, so I kind of knew that that wasn't going to be true for me anyways. But and then this quote also says, in America, 2/3 of workers are unhappy in their jobs. So some interesting things. All right. Okay. So I wrote down a bunch of things. So I'm just kind of sharing this just for my own sake. It's a diary after all. But also, if anyone's here watching or listening, this could maybe help you out in some sort of way. You may not be at all relevant to any of the stuff I'm always talking about, but either way, here's what I did. So I wrote down quote-unquote desires, which actually I kind of want to re-listen to what this person recommended. It was this cool like travel lady. who recommended doing this. So yeah, you write down your desires, and then on the other side, you write down the essence of it. So I needed to actually like reread it, but she said, yeah, just do it, you know, like don't overthink it. So some of the stuff I wrote down is very fit. The essence is health, strong, confidence, self-assured, taking care of myself, inspiring, promoting exercise and vitality and all that stuff. So I don't know if that's like accurate, but either way, there's one of my things. The other one is a wonderful boyfriend, which I don't even know if I really want that at this precise moment, but at some point it would be great to experience that again. So the essence of that is the magic of life, love, cuddling, humor, kindness, romance, presence, sensuality, eyes, like just looking into someone's eyes, depth, fun, vulnerable, life, adventure. Another desire is a good amount of money, which is the essence of that is also I didn't even have enough room to like write down all of the answers, so I think I need to redo this when I have like more room to write. But yeah, so the desire is a good amount of money. Oops, my phone's at 20%. Okay, the essence of that is freedom, options, creativity, playful, fruitful, creation, independence, and confidence. Lots of friends. This is the other one. Another desire is lots of friends. And that the essence of that is laughter, liveliness, confidence, opportunity, creativity, vulnerability, kindness, listening, silliness. Another desire is Europe. Interesting. And this is, okay, now I'm reading the essence of it. Interesting, alive, adventure, beauty, magical vibes, daily appreciation. It's something different. I'd feel more confident and independent. And then also another desire of mine is to post to YouTube and Instagram and stuff. There's a beautiful butterfly over there. And the essence of that is sharing myself, confident, surrender, fun, interesting, doing what I want, best self, authentic, weird, uplift others, big full life. So either way, as I said, I kind of need to see if that's even really what that person recommended, but either way, it's nice to do that. And then I guess if anyone cares at all, I'll also read off some of this. So these are just things I enjoy. I thought it might be nice because I have an inkling that in this book that I'm starting to read, that they're gonna have you do different practices like this in the book, like just write down all the things that you enjoy doing, and then like, you know, kind of tying that to your life and like how you can maybe make money off of it, or, you know, incorporate that into your daily life so that you have a joyous life, you know, all that stuff. So either way, I just decided to do this. So I just wrote down a bunch of random things that I enjoy. Being social, exercising, dancing, being muscular, adventures, travel, Europe, live music, kittens, children/babies, meditation, Eckhart Tolle, KonMari, Marie Kondo, inspiring, being inspiring and uplifting people, being a source of entertainment and daily beauty, sweetness, humor, like showcasing those things, laughter, weirdness, simplicity, fart jokes, making videos, expressing myself, appreciating things, walking barefoot outside, drawing/painting, looking good, getting enough sleep, feeling positive, yummy coffee, pretty setup at house or room, like, you know, the environment that I'm in, improv, being weird/characters/skits, and posting things online, and friends. So yeah, that's just the things that I jotted down. So maybe I can somehow incorporate all of that into my most fulfilling, wonderfulest life. It was kind of interesting too, just like read this, and it's not like I necessarily think this way, but it was kind of reassuring, not reassuring, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, a good reminder that even those people that, you know, have all the normal things, like have a lot of money, have a job, have a house, have family, like their own kids or something, you know, are on like the typical trajectory of life, which I don't judge that. I'm just saying like, that is what it is. But it's just like, oh yeah, some of those people that do have all those things are perhaps feeling the same ways that I oftentimes feel, which is like, I feel kind of lost, or like, what do I do next? Or like, am I really doing what I'm meant to be doing? Or I feel overwhelmed, you know, all these types of feelings like that. Like some of those people that have those, like what seem to be successful or just like solid kind of lifestyle, even they might actually not be truly feeling their most vibrant, their most authentic, you know? So just kind of interesting to think that. But also at the same time, I actually don't want those things. Like, I'm not at all upset that I have not went the typical trajectory of life. Like, that did not feel authentic to me at all. Like, to go down to a normal career and a normal lifestyle and have a normal house and a normal, no. I do not want any of that. I like having a weird life, you know? But yeah, so I need to check what time it is because I think my break will probably be done soon. But even though it's chilly out, I thought it'd be nice to at least get some sunlight on me. And I'm also so grateful that this morning I got to do all those exercises at the gymnastics place. And then soon enough, my shift will already be done. And that will be like 9 hours worth of work. Well, let's see. Yeah, like 9 hours worth. It's crazy. So it's days like today that's like super chill. But other photography days, like other days that I do this job, it's like chaotic as can be. So it's interesting, you know, the variations, but excuse me. Anyways, those are a little bit updates. I need to check what time it is now. So 1 second. Okay, yeah, I better start heading back to the school and so that I'm there by the time that people start coming again. So either way, maybe I'll say more once I'm done with my shift. But either way, like, subscribe, comment something kind, and thank you so much for being here. And yeah, maybe I'll see y'all a little bit later. I might also go to workout class later because I'm actually feeling good. Like, I don't even feel like I necessarily even need to take a nap. It's crazy. Anyways, goodbye for now. Peace. Well, I have now returned. I wasn't planning to film right now because I was planning to just go lay down. But when I arrived, the rainbows are out. The rainbows are out. So I must take advantage of that and say hello amongst the rainbows. So yeah, I ended up staying at the school a bit longer than I was scheduled. But yeah, I gotta take pictures of the cutest little preschoolers. Oh my gosh, they were just adorable, sweet. I just wanted to hug every single one. They were so sweet. I really do love the job. Like, I love seeing the most adorable pictures ever of, you know, preschoolers all the way up until adults, like high school seniors, but also all the people that work at the school, you know, taking pictures for all those people. I genuinely think that every single person is beautiful, and I love seeing their pictures. Anyways, on my drive home, I did stop at a bakery, which is something I've been doing. People gave great raving reviews, like people in my real life, they were saying that they love this certain bakery. And I mean, granted, it is later in the day now, so that could very well be part of the reason, but these are yucky. Like, these donuts are not good. But as I said, it tastes like they were made like 3 days ago. You know, they do not taste fresh at all. But yeah, then I also got me and my mother matching cookies because my mom's favorite color is purple, and they had these little purple butterfly cookies. Aw, so cute. So hopefully those are good anyway. So they'll be a little treat for my mom. My mom has like barely been home at all for months because my grandpa, and my mom is retired, but she was a nurse, so she knows how to handle people that are on their way out. Like, my mom her main job was working with cancer people that were like, you know, about to pass away. So anyways, my mom has just been super busy, just constantly helping my grandpa. And then now that he passed away, now she's doing all these other things. And my grandpa owns land in different areas. You know, he has a farm and a cabin and all this land and stuff. So my mom is having to do a bunch of stuff, you know. So anyway, she hasn't been around much. So I've been taking care of the house, taking care of the kitty cats, taking care of the plants. Speaking of which, I should probably check if they need to get watered. I also need to mow the backyard, as I said in a different video. But yeah, anyway, she's coming back today for a little bit, for a couple days. So that'll be a nice little treat for her when she returns. And I also want to make sure that it's like decently clean here, just because, you know, it feels nice to come back with a clean house. But yeah, anyways, I just put on these sweatpants because, as I said, I think I'm just gonna lay down. Now that I've arrived back home, I do feel a bit tired, so I think it would be good for me to at least rest a little bit in bed, especially because yesterday I wasn't feeling good, as I mentioned. You know, yesterday I was sickly, and even though, thank goodness, I do feel so much better today, at the same time I do feel like it's still like I don't feel totally back to normal. So therefore, I'm gonna make some tea. I'm really gonna be hydrated. I'm gonna drink some tea with some fresh lemon squeeze and honey. So that's my plan, and I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, also like today was such a great day. Like I didn't read too much of the book, but still I started to read the book anyway, so that's good. And then I was just journaling, as I mentioned to you guys, and also I was just like learning, okay? I was learning. Now I am not gonna go too much into this topic because I know it's a very touchy topic, and I, for one, do not like AI. Like, I do not think it's cool. I don't think it's good that we are creating all these AI things. Like, there's so much to it. I don't know that much of it, but what I do know is that it's not a very good thing. But also, and I don't like, as I've mentioned before, I don't like when people write emails or write things like pretending that it's them that wrote it, but really it's ChatGPT or whatever that wrote it for them. Ugh, I do not like that. But also, I was just learning so much, like asking it questions about relationships and about tendencies and patterns and why we feel these certain ways. And it's just like amazing how much I can learn from these things, like stuff that you can, read in books about, attachment styles, or about, what's it called? Toxic relationships, or, anything in that regard. Oh my goodness, I just learned so much. I feel like I'm like learning so much and realizing so much. And another thing I just want to mention before I leave here, is now I really do see, I'm just remembering, as I was kind of reflecting on some things, I realized, wow, I have came a long way. Like from a few years ago. Like I was at a place a few years ago where everything felt bad. Like I just have this memory of being on the phone with my cousin, and I couldn't even think of one thing that caused me to feel happy. She's like, well, just think of something that makes you feel good or something. And like nothing came to mind. Like everything felt bleak. I was just a nothing. And like for the years before that as well, I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I was literally a nothing. I had no creative essence. Maybe a flicker. Okay, it was just like, if you've ever lit, I think of this because when I was at the cabin last time, I had to light the pilot, the pilot light for the furnace, for the heat, gas, heat, whatever. And so I think I had that, I had like the tiniest flicker, a pilot light was still on in me somewhere. But now it's blazing, and that's how I like to be. I like to be blazing with creative life energy. And yeah, when I look back at like just a couple of years ago, I mean, I was depleted every ounce, as I said, other than maybe a little flicker of a pilot light. But like every ounce of like creative energy, joy, enthusiasm, me being me, like me, just me being me, it was drained from me. Oh, I just cracked my hip. I was nothing. I would wake up and just, it was just, oh my gosh. But anyways, yeah, and now I'm like, whoa, okay. In that regard, I mean, in lots of regards, but specifically in this regard, I have came a long way. I'm finally becoming myself again and being creative, and I feel like I'm saying that weird, creative. I think it's just creative. I'm just learning now about certain letters that people don't say. My coworker, a different coworker at my different job, was telling me, what was it? Song. Yes, I say song with a G. She's like, yeah, that's a hard G or something. She's like, that's not actually how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's supposed to be song. I don't even know how to do it. You're supposed to like pronounce certain things like not with the actual letter. It's just like, rather than song, it's like song. Like there's not even a G. I don't know. I don't even understand. But anyways, what I'm saying though is, wow, I am so happy that I'm myself again. Like, of course we all have, I'm not saying that I feel amazing every day, and especially when I'm PMSing or, I'm not getting enough sleep or exercise or not hanging out with people enough or whatever the things are, then of course I don't feel that great. But I'm just so much more me, like, and I've just gained so much more joy and appreciation for life, and I'm like, my spark is back, baby. Sorry, I never say that word, so I don't really say baby. Okay, anyways. But yeah. Oh, and also shout out if you're here. I'm guessing it's kind of a long video at this point, but shout out to Melly helping me to figure out what Miko's issue is. We've been feeding Miko special food for like elderly, because she's an elderly cat. We've been doing special things for her for like a while now. But yeah, she commented on a video that I read last night, the comment, and she said that what Miko probably has is like hyperthyroidism or something, and I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, that is exactly what it is. So we're bringing Miki in to the vet in a couple of weeks, so hopefully that's not too late, honestly. But yeah, it's good to know that that's probably what she has, and now we can have the vet help us with that. So that's good. Anywho's, so I'm excited to get abs again too. I'm like, they're not really back yet. Granted, I just started to work out like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't really been doing much abs specifically, and I'm excited to do more abs again. I really love, that's like my favorite. I like having toned everything. Like I love being muscular, but I think it's especially the abs. I really like when I'm like walking and it's just like abs. But anyways, okay, so now it's time to make tea and lay down and feel grateful for where I am in life right now. And that's the thing too, it's like, I feel as though, because I've been making these diaries every single day for the past couple days, it really makes me realize, like, I'm not saying I'm complaining, but I'm so focused on like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? But also, which is fine, it is what it is, and I'm just being honest, you know, whatever. But also I'm like, I am so fortunate. I'm so lucky. There's so much to be grateful for, like, that I have such a kind mother who is just one of the nicest people ever, and that I have a really nice room, and that there's a beautiful backyard, and that I'm in a safe place, and that I have these various jobs, and that I have the ability to eat healthy, and the ability to go travel at all. Like, that's amazing. And that I have this job that now allows me to get free exercise classes. Like, what? That's amazing. What? And yeah, there's just like so much to be grateful for about my situation. And yeah, I just love the stuff that I have. Like my little trinkets in my room that just are so beautiful, and I just love it. And there's just so much to love, for real. Like everything is love. So I'm gonna go learn more. I'm gonna go learn more about things, and probably journal more. As I said, take a nap, drink tea, mow the lawn probably, maybe go to a workout class later. And yeah, whatever, just whatever else, clean up a bit, and maybe also sit outside, read my book. Oh yeah, my sister wanted to go for a walk again today, so we'll see. I might go for a walk, maybe. And then I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I will also wake up nice and early, because, you know, as I said, I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I actually feel good, you know? So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll wake up quite early tomorrow again. And again, as I keep saying for the past week, but yeah, have a day of reading my book. I should check what the weather is. But yeah, maybe I can go outside, bring that book with me, and just read. And also, oh yeah, I need to devote quite a few hours actually tomorrow to doing these online things for my photography job that I still haven't done, that I was supposed to do like a couple months ago, like online training. But I'll get paid for that. So yeah, anyways, I need to do that. That's why I was like, maybe I should wake up really early so that I can do that, and then also do other fun stuff. And then later on in the day, tomorrow, I'm supposed to go and curl my sister's hair, and then because she's going to some special event, and then go into work, my other job. And then the next day I'll have another photography job, which I need to look where that is and what the situation is, but I keep looking down here because Miko's down there on the floor. But anyways, okay, blessings, joy, love, peace, abundance, vibrancy to you. I wish for you to love yourself, love life, and be healthy. Yeah, I'll see ya again. I'll see ya again soon. I'll see ya again very soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. But thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, comments of the kind. I'll see you again in the near future. Woohoo! Maybe I'll try to do a video where I'm much more calm and focused and present. Like one of those presence practice videos. Maybe I'll practice to do one of those sometime soon. Although it's always now, so I could just do it now. Yeah. All right. Well, goodbye. Good. Oh, hi, Miki. Miki just made a very weird noise. She's trying to sing with me. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Well, guess what? Oh, look at how hairy my arm is. Wow. My phone just turned off because it was overheated in the sunshine. So I put it in the freezer, and now the water is boiled and I can make my delicious tea. Today I have chamomile, organic chamomile, with a fresh lemon. Uh-oh, my phone is getting dark again. And some local honey. So that's what we got in here. I'll just stir it up with some random spoon on the table. And that's the end. The end, which is just a new beginning. Cheers to that, eh? Cheers to that. And this mug that I have right now, it's a little kitten, and it says, "Brilliant ideas in progress." Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And it just shut off again. It just like turned off. I mean, just like the screen just went black and it went away. So I don't know if that even was recording, but it's yet another showing that it's time for me to leave. So cheers. I'll see you again soon. This was the diary of the day. I'll let you know how the rest of my day went tomorrow. Cheers. Also, honestly, I might take a nap and a bath. Last night before bed, I took a bath, and like I feel so relaxed still from that. So, yay. It was a good day, even though I was tired, but it's been a good day. And there still is plenty of day left. Yay. Bye. Okay, I just have to share how adorable this is. He's all cuddled up, looking so cute, and he's purring. I mean, just look, just like you open up your blankets and there's a little furry, adorable little baby in there. How is this little baby even real? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The cutest little baby I've ever seen. Charlie, cutie pie. Something else that I'm continuously practicing for the past year or so is self-validation, I guess. So it's like if I feel a certain way, to just validate it. Like, okay, yes, I feel overwhelmed. That makes sense. Or like, I feel tired, and that makes sense. I didn't get much sleep. Or like, I feel nervous, and that makes total sense because I'm doing this, whatever. Validating myself and not trying to talk myself out of something. It's just like, oh, I feel this. It's a great practice. And that's been something I've been doing. Just like naming how I feel and reassuring myself like, hey, that's makes sense that you feel that way. And it's a really great practice. Rather than trying to find validation in other people, etc., etc., you're just straight up with yourself. Honesty and with your own self without entangling it. You just, yeah. Yeah. I've learned a lot in the past couple of years. Okay. Lots more to say, but for now, time to take a nap. Good night. Hello, and welcome to the end of the video. This is an extremely fast-forwarded video. This was like 30 minutes, just this part, and then the other parts were like 20 minutes or something. So yeah, this is me at my job because it was retakes, and so I had tons of time to just lollygag around because I just had to wait for these different people to come at different times throughout the day. So anyways, I was located in this little gymnastics room, so I took advantage of it and did a bunch of stretching and stuff like that. So it felt super good. I love stretching. I love getting back into fitness. It's been wonderful. So I hope that this can inspire you to do some exercises, stretch, all those things. Because yes, it will make you feel better. Yes, definitely. So yeah, just wanted to film some of this, and I hope you enjoyed my video if you made it through all the way. And I wish you a beautiful day. And what else to say? Da 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 do 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 do. I hope you enjoy your day, and remember to hydrate, drink lots of water, and also maybe a coffee or two if you like that. Yeah, do you do yoga? Do you like to stretch? Because I haven't been doing it for so long, it really made me realize how unflexible I've become because I just haven't been stretching. My poor body was like, hey, you need to move me more. So that's what I'm doing, and I am beyond grateful. I'm so happy I'm finally doing it. Okay, bye-bye.